So cool, let's go ahead. So in the previous lectures, we learned about properties of angles made by transversal of a pair of parallel lines. So can anyone tell me what's a transversal? There's a diagram on the screen. Just quickly.
Bhaiya, can I?
Yeah.
The transversal is a line that intersects two parallel lines.
All right. Thank you so much, Radha. Aditya, you want to share something? All right. No, yeah. So it's any line which intersects two given lines. Okay. It could be parallel. They could be intersecting, whatever. Okay. So we saw this and also the angles formed. So what are the angles formed over here? So I'll quickly annotate in 2 seconds. The angles formed were this. These are the angles formed. Like as you can see, like it's pretty obvious on the screen. So these are the angles. There are 8 angles which are formed if there are 2 lines and 1 transversal. Okay. So this is what we did last time. So folks, before we go ahead, I'll quickly do a recap of what we learned in the last lecture because it's very important for what we are going to be doing today. Okay. So I'll just quickly go and tell me folks, how many properties are there? Last time, how many properties did we learn?
5, Bhaiya.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, so we learned 5 properties last time. So I'm quickly going to recap these 5 properties for us. Okay. So the first, I'm going to request Aditya, can you just quickly read what's written on the screen?
Yes, should I say?
Yeah, Aditya, go ahead.
Yes. When two lines intersect, the pairs of opposite angles formed are congruent.
Absolutely. So all of us know what this means is that I have 2 lines over here and I have angle AB and CD. Then angle A is equal to angle B. So just a minute, I'll start my pointer, laser pointer here. So angle A is equal to angle B and angle C is equal to angle D. So this is the first property of lines. Okay. So now we go to the second property. Somebody just come off mute and quickly read what's written on the screen.
Can I read?
Yeah, go ahead.
The angles in a linear pair are supplementary.
Absolutely. So what it means is we have a line over here and it's been intersected by another line and 2 angles are formed. This angle, angle A and angle B. Okay. So the addition of these 2 angles is 180 degrees. So supplementary means they are 180 degrees. And angle A and angle B will be in a linear pair. And why is it linear? Can anyone tell me why is it linear? We discussed this last time.
Because it's a straight line and 180 degree.
Yeah, exactly. So linear as in it's situated on the same line, these 2 angles. So that's why they are linear pair. The third one, somebody just quickly read this.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead, rather.
When one pair of corresponding angles is congruent, then all the remaining pairs of corresponding angles are congruent.
Thank you so much. So yes, so we have parallel lines over here, A, B, C, D. Okay, and like 8 angles. So if angle A is equal to angle E, so these are corresponding angles, folks. Always remember. I'm quickly going to annotate it once again so that it's gets fit into your memory. So angle A and angle E are corresponding angles, okay? And angle D and angle H are corresponding angles. So what it basically means is that if we have only one pair, so if you know that A and E are equal, if I know that, then I also know that in the parallel line, in the pair of parallel lines, all other corresponding angles will be equal. All right. So D is equal to H, C is equal to G, and B is equal to F. That's how I know this is because A is equal to E, and we proved it last time. Okay. Now the fourth part. Somebody, I'm going to request someone to quickly come off mute and read this.
May I?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
When one pair of alternate angles is congruent, then all the remaining pairs of alternate angles are congruent.
Thank you so much. So yes. So folks, this is the fourth property. Alternate angles are if I know that B and E are equal, are congruent. Congruent means equal. Oh God, yeah. So that means that all other pairs of alternate angles will be equal. Okay. So I'll just wait. Yeah. I know B and E are equal, so also know that C and H are also equal. Okay. So this is a property of parallel line. And now we go to the fifth property. I'm going to request someone to come off mute and read. Okay. as we see it on the screen. So the fifth one.
Yeah, can I?
Go ahead.
When one pair of interior angle on one side of transversal is supplementary, then the other pair of interior angle is called supplementary.
Thank you so much. So yes, again we have a pair of parallel lines are transversal and 8 angles formed over here. So basically what it says, if we have one pair of interior angles is supplementary, it means the addition is 180 degrees, and we know this. Okay, so let's say angle C and angle E, if we add them is equal to 180 degrees, then I can say that all other pairs of interior angles are also supplementary. So angle C and E are 180, angle B and H will also be 180. Okay, so that's what I know. So this is the fifth property. So these 5 properties, folks, we did last time, and I also showed you how to prove them. Also in the earthing packet, there are 3 YouTube videos which show you how to prove these properties. So if you haven't seen them, or if you were absent for the lecture, you can just go through that earthing packet. All right. So why did I, give a quick recap of this? Like, what's the use? So the use is, okay, no, sorry. Before we go that, quickly come off mute one by one, and these are some fill in the blanks so that I understand what you all have understood. So people who don't speak in the class, and I would request you all to go ahead, or I'll, cold call. I'm pretty shameless that way. So, Tanishka, would you like to answer the first question? Angles in a linear pair. All right, I can see Tanishka is not responding. Okay, so I'm gonna request Sandesh. Can you come off mute and answer the first question, which is on the screen?
Can I?
Yeah, Sandesh, go ahead. I'm waiting for you.
आवाज आ रही है क्या भाई? हेलो
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
पहले का बताना है क्या?
Yeah,
Angles in a linear pair are congruent.
are congruent. Why are they congruent? We just did it.
Supplementary.
Supplementary. Yeah, wonderful. Okay. So the second question now,
अरे
folks.
मेरे को आवाज अटक क्या रही?
Bhaiya, can I read the second one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Parallel lines are lines in the same plane.
Thank you so much, Shubham. Yeah, absolutely right. Third one, folks. Very easy. We just did it like 1 minute ago. I'm gonna request Aditi to come off mute and read the third one.
If one pair of alternate angle is congruent, then all other pair of alternate angles are also congruent.
Absolutely right. So, folks, also if I remove alternate from here and put corresponding over here, then like it will be the same thing, okay? And
Yes.
the fourth one, the last one, just anyone who's not spoken, just come off mute and quickly do this. Just tell us. Or else I will call, folks. All right, I'm gonna request Karan, can you come off mute and answer the fourth question? Karan, are you there? Okay, Kimaya, can you go ahead and answer the fourth question?
Yes, Bhaiya. If one pair of consecutive interior angle is equal, then all other pair of interior angles are equal.
Okay, folks, it is not equal, it is supplementary. I would request you to pay attention because like 1 minute ago we just did it. Like I just told you and you forgot. Pay attention. And I understand, like I can know who is not paying attention. Okay, it's pretty obvious. And Suhas, no, I can't hear you. I can't, Your voice is not audible. Okay, folks. So this was a recap about yesterday, like not yesterday, last topic, last lecture, and the mornings before the lecture, BTL async packet. Okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what we are going to do today. Okay. So we are going to be given two lines, and we have to prove whether they are parallel or not. Last time what we did was we knew the lines were parallel and we proved the properties. This time we have to do ulta. So we have been given two lines and you have to prove whether they are parallel or not. Okay. And how we are going to do is easy. Just reverse engineer. The reason I, took this little introduction or the recap for what we did last time, because we're going to be using these topics to prove that the lines are parallel or not. Okay. Just reversing the entire thing. And obviously use previous knowledge to solve this problem. So mathematics, folks, is nothing but what you have learned previously. You just have to apply. Okay. Like, you do in English or science or whatever. Just apply what you have learned. It's not difficult. You just have to know how to look at the problem. Okay. And that's what I'm going to be teaching you. And the last thing. Okay. So I have come across many instances where like kids tell me, Bhaiya, ye to do line parallel dikh rahe, so why can't I just write it? So folks, if two lines look parallel on the screen or in the textbook, doesn't mean they are. Okay. Our job as students, as mathematicians, is to prove it without a doubt, like with a proof. You have to prove it with evidence that yes, these are parallel lines, like scientists would do. Okay. So just because they look parallel on the screen doesn't mean they are. So that is what we are going to be doing today. I'm going to give you lines and we have to prove whether they are parallel or not. Okay. So how do we do it? So there are 4 tests. Like there are proper tests which mathematicians have defined as to how to prove if given lines are parallel or not. And they're pretty interesting and they're very easy if you have learned, if you have paid attention in the last lecture. So the first one is interior angles test. Second is alternate angles test. Third is corresponding angles test. And fourth is the perpendicular test. So this is not much of a test. It is just a corollary. So what is a corollary? I'll tell you later. So folks, what we are going to be doing today. Now, I want you all to have a notebook and a pen as in our norms. So first and foremost, we'll be given 2 lines and we have to prove whether they are parallel or not. And we'll be proving them using these 4 tests. These 3 tests actually. The 4th one is a corollary, which I'll tell you later what it means. These 3 things. So if ever in life you are being told to, kids just prove whether these lines are parallel or not, you can use these 3 tests. Okay. So I would request you to have a notebook and a pen because now I'm going to be proving these tests for you. Okay. I'm going to showing this test how to do that. And I request you all to write it in a notebook because it's very important. Because once you understand how to do this, you can solve any other problem, which we'll be doing in the next lectures. But pay attention for this. These are the most basic tests to prove whether a line is parallel or not. Okay. So the first one is alternate angles test. So I'm going to request just someone come off mute and read what's written on the screen.
Can I, Bhaiya?
Yeah, Piyush, go ahead.
If a pair of alternate angles formed by a transversal of 2 lines is congruent, then the 2 lines are parallel.
Thank you so much, Piyush. So folks, see, in the last time what we did was we had been given 2 parallel lines and the test was that if we have one pair of alternate angles are equal, then all the alternate angles are equal. But now it's inverse. So what we're going to be proving is we know that the pair of alternate angles, all the angles are equal, and coming we are reverse engineering it right here. So then we're going to be proving if the lines are parallel. Okay, it's completely ulta now. So there is a method to prove theorems in mathematics. Actually, it's a very informal method. It's like nothing compulsory, but it's like you have to divide it into 3 parts. First is given, second is to prove, and third is the solution or the proof. Okay. So I would request you to write all your proofs and theorems like this, because it will be easier for you to understand and also for the person checking it. So what you have to do is given. So what is given now is, look at this figure. Okay. Now I'm going to take this slowly and you have to pay attention. And if you have any questions, obviously You can come off mute and ask me. All right. So first is given. Okay. So the given is that line N is a transversal of line L and M. As you can see on the screen, I have already have a figure which has line L, which has line M, and line N over here. See, so this is the transversal which is cutting these two lines. Now angle A and angle B are congruent pair of alternate angles. So angle A and angle B. So this angle, I'll just annotate on the screen so that it's clear for you. So angle A and angle B, okay, are alternate angles. That is, angle A is equal to angle B. And why do I know this? Is because here, look here, it's already been given that if they are equal.
Bhaiya, your voice is breaking.
Oh, is my voice breaking? Okay, sorry. Folks, what I'll do is I'll switch off my video and then give me a thumbs up if I'm audible. Okay. So I'm audible. I'm audible now. Just give me a thumbs up.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Radha. All right. Okay, folks. So in given, we are over here. We have line N is a transversal. Okay. And line L and M. So line N is this, line L is this, and line M is this. Okay. Angle A and B are congruent pair of alternate angles. This is given in this statement over here. See, they are congruent. That is angle A is equal to angle B. So this is already given. We already have this information, and we are going to be using this information now to prove that these two lines are parallel. Okay. If you have understood what we're going to be doing today, give me a thumbs up so that I can go ahead. And I can see only 2 thumbs up right now. All right, 3, 4, 5. Okay, wonderful, folks. So I'll go ahead now. So we have divided it into given, to prove, and solution. So obviously what we're going to be writing in to prove is line L is parallel to line M. This is what we have to prove. So how do we prove it? It's nothing but first. Now folks, okay, I forgot to tell you is whenever we are proving something, you have to use your previous knowledge. Okay. And then think, how can I prove this? So this is like, it's pretty interesting actually once you get the hang of it. All right. So first step is angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. Angles in a linear pair. You see, now this thing, angles in a linear pair, I have already done. Okay. Just remember the second property we did. So angle A and angle C are linear pair. Understand? So they are 180 degrees. And angle A is equal to angle B, which is given. So folks, whenever you are doing a theorem, always remember that the step you are doing, you have to write over here. Okay. And you also have to give the reason for it over here. Why are you writing it? Because when you do that, the person reading the theorem understands, Acha, what is your thinking? Why are you doing this? So the reason is very important. So always at the right side of your page, write the reason. Okay. So this is the step over here and dot like this, reason. Always give the reason. So for example, if I look to the second step over here, I have written angle A is equal to angle B. Also at the same time, I have given the reason why. So it is already given. So that is the reason. So this is the method we are going to be writing theorems. So it becomes very easy. Okay. Given, to prove, solution, then the step over here. I'll just change the color. Okay. The step over here and the reason over here. Okay. Always remember this. So this is the first step. Angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. So angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 because linear pair. The second property. Then angle A plus angle B is equal to given, obviously, because it is given. So now go to the third step is because of this, angle B plus angle C will be equal to 180 degrees. So can anyone tell me why I have written this? It's like on the screen, it's pretty obvious. The third step.
Yeah. I think it's because in both the equations 1 and 2, angle A is common, so we just removed it and put angle B.
Absolutely, yeah. So as angle A and angle A in both the steps is equal. So angle is equal to angle B. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take angle B and put it over here. So it's going to be equal, right? It's going to be the same thing because they are equal. So and then I'm going to write this over here. So angle B plus angle C is equal to 180. because of steps 1 and 2. So you can also write by 1 and 2, so that I understand acha, what is your thinking. Okay, but now just a minute, I'll just erase this. Okay. But angle B and angle C, folks, are interior angles. Angle B and angle C are interior angles on the same side of the transversal. See, B and C. So basically we have now proven that our lines are parallel. How we have done it is interior angles test. Anybody remember, if B and C are 180 degrees, then obviously they are parallel lines. This is the fifth property we did, if you remember.
But Bhaiya, we did not prove the fifth property of interior angles.
We did prove it last lecture. Also, it's this. Also, it's on the sync packet, Viraj.
No, of parallel lines.
Yeah, parallel lines. Yes, I understand. But if you focus, like if you think about it, angle B and angle C. So if you have two lines, okay, and a transversal is cutting them, the only possibility that angle B and angle C, okay, these interior angles are equal to 180 degrees is when the lines will be parallel. I'll understand. It's like the inverse of the property we did earlier. It's because of that. So, okay, if you are confused now, I'll do one thing. All right. So our property 5, what it says is that if we have interior angles, okay, if a pair of interior angles are supplementary, okay, so we know interior angles are supplementary, which is 180 degrees, then all pairs are supplementary, okay. Understand? But also the first part is for two parallel lines. If pair of interior angles, I'll just write, okay, so it'll be easier to understand. Okay. So for parallel lines, if pair of interior angles are 180, then all pairs are supplementary. So this is what I wrote, okay. So now what I've proved is that the pair of interior angles are 180. This is what I proved. So if you look earlier to this, so obviously if I've proven it is as 180 degrees, then it is going to be for two parallel lines, okay. And also clear this in the last property we will do, because I'm sensing some confusion in your part, okay. All right. So, okay, I'll clear this up later on. But before that, I'm going to request someone to take a screenshot, post it on the group so that everybody knows. And just give me a thumbs up if you've done. No, not thumbs up. Just put yes in the chat box because I can't see any one of you. All right. Okay. Please.
Done, Bhaiya.
All right. Thank you so much. So next test we go, folks, is corresponding angles test. Okay. Oh my. Okay. Yeah. Sorry for that animation. So folks, I'm going to request someone to come off mute and read this. Someone who has not spoken in our class yet. Yeah, Prathamesh, go ahead. Prathamesh.
If a pair of corresponding angles formed by a transversal of two lines is congruent, then the two lines are parallel.
Thank you so much. So, folks, okay.
Welcome.
So, yeah. So, basically, now what we are going to do is same thing, not same thing, similar thing, okay, as the last test is we have two lines and a transversal cutting them. Now, we don't know if they're parallel or not, but what we know is that the corresponding angles are equal. So what are the corresponding angles over here? I'll annotate on the screen. Are
A and B.
Yes, angle A and angle B. So these are the corresponding angles. We know that they are equal. So with this information, I'm now going to prove whether line L and line M are parallel or not. Okay, we're going to go ulta now. So obviously we're going to be dividing it into three parts. First is given, to prove, and solution or proof. You can write anything over here. Okay, so the given. So my given is, as you can see in the figure over here, line N is a transversal of line L and M. Okay, angle A and angle B are congruent pair of corresponding angles. This is given in the statement over here. See, congruent corresponding angles. Okay, and that is angle A is equal to angle B. So angle A is equal to angle B over here. So this is our given. So it is very similar to our last given in alternate angles test. Okay, what we have to prove, everybody knows what we have to prove. Line L is equal parallel to line N. That is what we have to prove. So folks, now the solution. Okay, now pay attention, because we are going to be using the same properties which you have learned earlier. Okay, but we are going to be using it in a different context. So first is angle A plus angle C is equal to 180, angles in a linear pair. So are they in a linear pair now? They have, the position is different, okay, but they are in a linear pair. So this is the first one. Okay, why are they in a linear pair? Can anyone tell me? Angle A and angle C.
Because bhaiya, they are in a straight line. If we see, we can see that.
Yes, thank you so much. So yes, so the line they are on, line N, it's continuous, like both the angles, and line L cuts it like this. So angle A and angle C will be linear. All right. So we have this information now with us. So I go to the next step now. Angle A and angle B are, folks, whoever is off mute, please, be on mute. Thank you so much. All right. Okay, sorry, my computer screen just froze over there. Can everybody hear me? Just put yes in the chat box. Okay, Sujal, thank you. All right. Many technological problems we are having. I am having. Anyway, so we'll go ahead, folks. So angle A and angle C 180 degrees, angles in a linear pair. Angle A and angle B is equal, we are given. And don't forget to write the reason. The reason is very important. Okay. So I'm writing the reason over here and the step over here. So always follow this method. You have to write the step and like this, the reason. Okay. And if you want to go one step further, you can also number your step. So you can do it like this, 1 or 2. Okay. If you want to go one step further. All right. So I'm going to go ahead now. So my screen is again frozen. All right, I am back. Wonderful. So folks, angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. Okay. Why is it this now? Why is angle B and angle C 180?
Bhaiya, because we have cancelled A because it's a common.
And
Yes,
also we have arrived it from the first and second theorem.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I love, you see, you're making connections now. This is what mathematics is all about. You just have to make connections. Okay. So angle B plus angle C is 180 degrees. Folks, so now if you see B plus C is a pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So see, again the same thing. So alternate angles test and corresponding angles test are very similar to each other. Just is that we are changing the angles. Okay. So again, the pair of interior angles. So line L is parallel to line M. The same thing. This is like the same reason which we were like, same reason why we proved how we proved the last test. Same reason we are proving this test. Okay. So B plus C is equal to 180 degrees. And we all know that for a pair of parallel lines and a transversal, interior angles are supplementary. We know this. So by using this property, we have come to the conclusion that yes, our both lines are parallel because B and C are supplementary. Understand? If you have understood, just give me a thumbs up so that I can know. Yes, Neeraj, I'll be a little louder. Yeah. Alright, I see a thumbs up from Sandesh. Suraj is saying yes. And folks, obviously, if you haven't understood, come off mute and ask me a question because I can't see your faces right now. Alright. So this was the corresponding angles test. Okay. Now we are going to be going to the third one, interior angles test. So now folks, this test is a little different. We are going to be proving this in a very different way, not a difficult way, a different way. Okay. Interior angles test. So I'm going to request somebody come off mute and read what's written on the screen.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
If the interior angles formed by a transversal of two distinct lines are supplementary, then the two lines are parallel.
Yeah, thank you so much, folks. Also, there's a problem on my end. My computer is frozen. But can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a
Yes.
problem that I can't see my own screen right now. Just a minute. Okay.